Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to solve our skillrack daily challenge using Python programming language. Before going to logic, if you didn't subscribe to our channel, then subscribe right now and make our work more meaningful.
Let us solve today's DC using C programming language. The program must accept the integers R and C. It must also accept an integer matrix of size R cross C. It must also accept integers S row and S col, which are the coordinates of top left cell of a submatrix. Finally, it must accept an integer k, which is nothing but size of K cross K submatrix. The program must invert the submatrix if the cell is 0. It must make it as 1, else make it as 0. Finally, the program must print the modified matrix as our output. The program must accept integers R and C and an integer matrix of size R cross C. It must also accept integers S row and S col, which is nothing but the coordinates of top left cell of a submatrix. Finally, it must accept an integer k, which is nothing but k cross k submatrix. The program must invert the submatrix. If the cell is 0, it must make it as 1, else make it as 0. Finally, print the modified matrix as our output. Now let us consider for our test case. This is the integer matrix of size 5 cross 6, and here the k is given, so which is nothing but second row and third column. So second row and third column, and the size of the submatrix is 3. So 3 cross 3 is the submatrix size. So these 3 rows. So let us change the numbers according to the condition. So this will become 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. This is the modified submatrix. So this will be printed as our output. Now let us consider for our second test case. In this test case, the given integer matrix is of size 6 cross 4, and the submatrix starts from the third row and first column, so from here, and the size of the submatrix is 4, so 4 cross 4. So this is the submatrix. So let us change the numbers 0, 0, 1, 0, like that, so on. So this will become all zeros, and here 0, and this 3 will become 1, here double 0 and double 1. So this is the modified matrix, and this will be printed as our output. We must implement a function in C which accepts integers R, C, S row, scol, k, integer k, and integer matrix. Inside the function, we have to modify the matrix and print our required output. We must implement a function in C which accepts the arguments like integers R, C, S row, scol, integer k, and integer matrix. Inside this function, we have to modify the matrix according to the condition and print our required output. Now let us implement our logic using C programming language. This is our main function. Here first we are declaring the integers R, C, K, S row and scol. Then we are getting the R and C as input. And after getting, we are declaring a matrix of size R and C, and by using two for loops we are getting the integer matrix as input, and after getting the integer matrix we are getting the S row, scol and K. After that we are passing our function invert submatrix and giving our arguments R, C, matrix, S row, scol, K. And after modifying the submatrix, we are using two for loops and printing the given matrix as output. Now let us implement our function. Here it is void invert submatrix of integer R and C, which is nothing but rows and columns, and integer matrix of size R and C, integer S row and integer S col, and integer k of size k cross k. Here the function is void, so it will not return anything. So first let us decrement the S row and S col because the index starts from 0. So S row and S col should be decremented first. So let us write S row minus minus and S col minus minus. Now after decrementing, let us use a for loop and iterate over the submatrix in the given integer matrix. So int row is equal to S row and row less than S row plus k. Here why we are using S row plus k means, for example, if S row is 2, so let us have an example. If S row is 2 and let us have k is equal to 3 means the loop must iterate up to S row plus k, that is 2 plus 3, 5. The loop must iterate up to the 4th row. So this is the condition. So let us increment the row plus plus, and similarly for the columns, for int col equal to scol, col less than scol plus k, col plus plus. Now these are the two for loops for the submatrix. Now we have to pass our condition, that is we have to invert the matrix. So we have to invert the matrix of row and col For that we are having two conditions. First condition is matrix of row and col equal to 0 means you have to change it to 1. This is our first condition. And the second condition is matrix of row and col equal to 1 means we have to change it to 0. Sorry, 1 here. So we have to change it to 0. Now this is our function void invert submatrix. Here we are iterating over the submatrix and inverting the matrix of row and col. If it is 0 means 1 and 1 means 0 and returning the modified submatrix.